Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith, and welcome to my review of the new film, Searching. Searching is the new film that stars John Cho, Deborah Messing, and it is directed by Aneesh Chaganty. Now, usually when I think of roles that John Cho was in, I usually think of films like the Star Trek series or the Harold and Kumar series, and I've thought of him as, a decent supporting actor. Of course, he was hilarious in American Pie, but again, with his lines, anybody would have been. I haven't really given a lot of thought to him as being a really solid actor. That is going to change after people see his role in Searching. Now, in this film, he plays David Kim. He's a single dad, and he has a decent relationship with his daughter, and one day his daughter goes missing. So at first he thinks, okay, well, maybe she's just just on an overnight party or whatever, and things will be fine. But when he realizes that she's not coming home, then all of a sudden the parent instincts kick in, and he has to try to figure out what's going on with his daughter. And as he thought he knew his daughter pretty well, as he's trying to put the pieces together, realizes that he might not have known his daughter very well. Now, Deborah Messing plays the lead investigator on the case, and a complete departure from seeing her as Grace from Will and Grace. In this, she's more of the hardened career cop who's out to get to the truth. Now, one of the interesting aspects of this film is, for those of you who've seen the movie Unfriended, it's very similar. So it's shot from the perspective of FaceTime or security cameras or closed-circuit TV or news broadcasts. So all of the filming takes place from that perspective, which is exactly the way Unfriended is shot. One of the major differences between the two movies is the fact that I feel Unfriended is a film that seems to be more geared towards millennials, whereas this film, I think, is going to reach a much wider audience, or has the potential at least to reach a wider audience. I've heard a lot of comments about this being the greatest thriller of the year, and it's going to redefine how you look at the thriller. Let's say this: it is a very good movie. What it did for me was it made me think back to a show that ended up starting on AMC and then switched over to Netflix called The Killing. The first two seasons of The Killing dealt with who killed Rosie Larson, and it was this huge, mystery, and we were all trying to figure out who did it. This film is very similar in that you're trying to uncover and you're trying to understand what in the world happened to Margot Kim. And I think they did a very effective job with this movie. For a first-time director, Aneesh Chaganty does an extremely strong job with this movie. Considering that not too long ago, again, he was working at Google, the transition, seamless. Congrats to him on doing what a lot of other directors couldn't do, showing that John Cho can't just deliver the laughs, but he can also bring the serious, as this was a very, very strong role delivered by him. Very impressed with this film. I completely understand why Sony jumped on the distribution rights right after seeing it at the Sundance Film Festival earlier this year. If you're looking for a really entertaining film, you found it, and it's called Searching. I give this movie a B+, and I'd love to know what you think about it if you have the chance to see it. As always, you can reach out to me on Twitter at CFL_fan, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier, and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.